Okay, hello. It is Megan, your friendly neighborhood Instagram mom from Tired Girl Healing Tips. And today I'm going to share with you what I meal prepped for the week. So yesterday I did a grocery haul. If you didn't get to see that, go back and check that out. I am really switching up nutrition. I'm doing a veggies most incorporation from one of the meal plans that I get to choose from the company that I work with. And so I'm really excited. I'm incorporating some recipes that I found from Plentiful Kiki. I keep questioning myself before I say it, but I've tagged her in yesterday's video. I'll tag her again today. If you're looking for some new recipes and things like that, go check her out. I'm not fully plant-based. I'm still an omnivore. However, I'm incorporating a lot more vegetables, and I'm going to start doing at least half of my plate some sort of veggie. Not a starchy veggie like a leafy green or something like that. So if you want to see, how I'm eating a little bit more, stay tuned. I'm going to make some short videos. I'll pop up some reels and you can check out my stories. So I'll be keeping you posted in there as well. But without further ado, I'm just going to show you what I meal prepped today and how I'm storing it. So first and foremost, I've got some breakfasts. And the thing that I'm switching up the most with breakfast is adding vegetables. So I would normally pick something sweet for breakfast, but what I'm going to do now is, like I said, do half of my food in the morning will be a vegetable. So I've got two different things I can choose from. I've got asparagus that I cooked and then I added some balsamic, and I did some Brussels sprouts that I steamed, and then I added in some roasted green and orange peppers, and I made like a balsamic and maple syrup reduction that I added to that. So that'll be like a tiny bit sweet, but it's mostly that balsamic that I'm getting. And I can eat those with either a sweet potato that I baked. And so I did 3 different sweet potatoes and portioned them out. And I can top those with berries and like a little bit of banana if I want to. Or I did my gluten-free pancakes, but I played with the recipe a little bit. So I used the Live G free pancake and biscuit mix from Aldi. And it's basically a gluten-free flour, but since it's a pancake mix that has, they've added baking powder and stuff like that. So I didn't add any oil. The recipe calls for oil. I used applesauce instead of oil, and I didn't use any kind of milk or plant-based milk. I used water and 3 egg whites with a cup of the baking mix in it and a couple dashes of cinnamon. I didn't add any maple syrup or sugar because to me the applesauce adds a lot of sweetness. And then I chopped up some strawberries. So you can see you can kind of see the strawberries in there. So in the morning, I can just put these in the toaster to reheat them. And I'll just store them like this in a big bag. So that's like breakfast stuff. I also did some portobello mushroom caps. I baked these in the oven. Just with like a teeny tiny little bit of oil, and then I sprinkled them with garlic and used some nutritional yeast instead of cheese. Trying to stay away from dairy too. And then I just put a little bit of marinara on top. So if I'm feeling like having pizza or something like a comfort food, that's a really good substitute for me. What else? Black bean patties with a tiny little bit of tuna. So it was a can of black beans all mashed up, a can of tuna, a little bit of ground flaxseed, and some garlic and some more of that nutritional yeast, and then I'd like a couple tablespoons of water so that I could mix it all up and make patties, and then I just cooked these like you would cook a little pancake. And so these I can have for lunches. Last but not least, I cut some chicken up really small. So I'm gonna be eating a little bit less protein than I have been, but the rest of the family still likes proteins. So cut the chicken up small and I sauteed that down, and then I added some frozen spinach and peas and some nutritional yeast for like a cheesy flavor, and I will serve that on top of basmati rice. So a big thing of rice to go to add in as a starch, like if I need it, if I'm not getting full enough or staying full enough, because I'm cutting way back on fat also, and trying to fill up more on the vegetable side of things, and then I'm just going to use the starch like if I need it. So I made an example bowl of the chicken and peas over the rice. So I think we'll be having this for dinner, but just to give you some ideas, this took like all day long. So if you're new to meal prepping, my best meal prep tip is to start early. I used to wait until the afternoon and get like totally stressed out because I had all this food to cook for the whole week and I was like running out of time. I would be wrapping stuff up when it was bedtime and it was ridiculous. So I don't do that anymore. I start early in the morning. I rinse off my fruits and veggies. I get fruits cut up and either stored or like in a fruit salad like that. If I'm having sweet potatoes that week, I will bake those first thing in the morning because it's easy. You throw them in the oven at 400 degrees and leave them for an hour and then they're done. And then like, since I meal prep on Sundays, I'll do a little bit more when I come home from church. And so today I came home and I made the black bean patties. And then after we played for a little bit, that's so cool. Good job. After we played for a little bit, I finished up and I made the mushrooms and the chicken. So, oh, and the rice. So that's my meal prep tip, my best tip. Start early in the day. Give yourself small, achievable goals to meet throughout the day. Don't try to do it all in one block of time because it'll stress you out too much. So if you have any questions about meal prepping or the nutrition plan that I'm trying, leave them in the comments below. This, of course, will be saved for later. And other than that, I hope you have a happy Sunday, good rest of your weekend, and a beautiful week ahead of you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!